We are live, and this is called a sneak attack. This is called a sneak attack. Everybody on this side of the world, they thought I was asleep. It's 3:43 in the morning, 3:43 a.m. in Accra, Ghana, and over in California, I know it's 8 hours behind. We had Brother Neil Frazier up, and we were powwowing in the middle of the night for me, and he said, hey, let's go on. I also put up a show for tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We lost that hour, so it'll be at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and here's the banner for it, just to promote it.
That's great.
Where and who does your Jesus money go to? We're going to talk about that tomorrow night, and it's going to be hot. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Brother Neil Frazier has receipts, and trust my word, we're going to get down. But this little bag of cheese doodles hold you over, even though we wouldn't give you that anyway, to hold you over to home tomorrow to feed you the real deal. But the real deal is here, and this is before the main fight, which this is going to be just because of the skills of Neil Frazier. And hey, look at the last name. Look at the last name, Frazier. So you know he got in his bloodstream. See what I mean? But we're doing this on the intellectual level, throwing all kind of left hooks, bobbing and weaving, knocking out, even knock Muhammad Ali. Come on now, Frazier, give it to us. Talk to us, brother. We just had a heated discussion, not a debate.
Hey, you know what? You know one thing I learned about doing videos with you, brother. I don't never try to compete against your energy. I just wait till you're done, and then I come in, man. But yeah, much love to you, brother Lance, man. Always good to hook up with you. But you know, one of the things that I just want to mention real quickly, we love Muhammad Ali, man. Joe, my older brothers, you know, they knew Muhammad Ali. I didn't. I ain't gonna lie. But every time he came to the East Coast, he came to Philly. And a lot of people don't know, our family went through a lot because Joe stood next to Muhammad Ali.
Right.
And they tried to separate us, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I love Muhammad Ali, man. Muhammad Ali was a very unusual human being in the sense that he understood that these people were creating something that was outside of what the creator meant for us to be.
See that?
And Joe, I'll tell you something real quickly. I don't know. I'll just say it because you know, the thing about you, Lance, brother, whatever you put out, I'm for 1,000%. So I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? So the one time I got in trouble, and it was some serious trouble, and I was living in Chicago, and I called Joe. I said, "Cuz, can you help me out?" You know, he was like, when he came and he looked at me, he was like, "You're Frazier. You don't need to carry no. Why are you carrying this? Why are you doing this?" Right. But when I went to court, the judge and everybody else was taking pictures with him, and Joe spoke so eloquently. He was like, you know, he knew my father, and he spoke about me as my father's youngest son. And he was like, whatever it took to pay the state, he was willing to do it. Wow. But I learned something from that. I learned that we are greater than what these systems are.
That's right.
We are greater when we are able to stand up for each other. And, you know, the one thing about you, Brother Lance, that I always appreciate about you, and, you know, I ain't going to use the word jealous, but I wish I had a wife like you. and I look, you know,
brother,
let me tell you something. Right now, when I look at that sanctuary that you all built and that health, that thing for our people, because all 6 of my brothers, both of my parents and my sister died from and was on insulin from diabetes. But yeah, but I'm the youngest. But because I never had it and never used insulin, because I do 3 miles a day,
right,
and I eat fruits and vegetables, and you know, I always took care and I learned from them. And the one thing I learned is, like, so to move into our subject a little bit, to give it a, so like, the cruelest thing they did with our people, and why when we moved away from natural laws, is that when you live a lifetime of eating pork,
yep,
eating fried foods, and then a person is in the hospital about to die, and then you say, we're going to pray for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they die, and then you blame it on faith, right? Oh, you didn't have enough faith. But no, that's not it. Because you've been deceived, you don't comprehend what natural laws are.
Yes.
You have to follow natural laws, like you and your wife teach. You have to follow natural laws of eating. And you have to comprehend that your melanated organs are at the are the greatest thing on the planet. That's okay. Right. Why they're killing you so much. This is another, and I've talked to people in the pharmaceutical industry. Melanin pills are the greatest pills on the planet Earth. They don't want to talk about this. Well, what Donald Trump got treated with when he went to the hospital was melanin pills. Okay. So, you know, the thing, the real issue is we're not teaching our children, and our people are still stuck on this false religion.
Big time.
Big time, that all of your Jesus money are going to these people that are taking funds out of your community and building things that are going to put your children in slavery again. And now I comprehend what Dr. Corn Ederson was talking about when I saw him in Baltimore in the 80s. I was young. I didn't comprehend at the time. But here's the thing. And this is what, brother, I'm gonna speak truth right now, okay?
Let it all hang out, brother.
When I went to this forum in Oakland a couple of days ago, and a lot of the guys didn't know, because when I first came here to California, I ran the shelters in Crossroads, and all of them know who Crossroads is, because they get money from the government or whatever. I ran the shelters in Oakland, East, West Oakland, Vallejo, El Cerrito, you know what I'm saying, Pittsburgh. And so I did that for 5 years before I went back into coaching. But the thing I learned from that is that our people have to comprehend something, brother. We have to give money to Black organizations. I don't care. You can go to those organizations and say, okay, you need to show me where this money is spent. But we need to learn how to spend money with ourselves, brother. There's no other way around this. There's no other way around this, brother. And one of the real challenges I have, because what we're getting ready to do with the Academy of Netter, and this is what, Brother Lance, tomorrow, you know, I respect you, brother. You know, from the East Coast, you're a smart brother. You know how to build or whatever. We need to ask our people for some money, bro, to build. There is just no way. We need $20,000 for what you and your wife are doing, and we need $10,000 for the Academy of Netter. And our people have this money. Our people have this. We're not, bro, we're not talking about going to the bank and qualifying for the loan. Our people have this money. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, let me tell you what me and Mr. SCURV were speaking about yesterday. We spoke about this before.
Okay.
And we genuinely would love to do this. We are stretched right now. You know, we took everything and came out, and
I believe it.
It's a little bit at a time. But aside from that, even through all of that, you know what she said? And I agree. And we spoke about this over the last few years, that if we had funds, we can build dwellings for those who can't afford this high amount of rent.
Brother, going to these black churches that are doing, these motherfuckers are sorry. I'm sorry, Brother Lance, for cursing.
We wanted to come over to Ghana, where we are now. Now, we would do this anywhere else. We're here. Like, okay, I'm retired.
You're there. Exactly.
Retired. We're building our own humble abode, but we're good with what we have. We're good with that.
Right.
If there were people out there who said, listen, even if it was on a singular level where they are the ones, right? Where they're the ones that want it. And we said, hey, we're here and we'll get some land for you and we'll build dwellings on there.
Right.
Very affordable that it would not be.
Can I interject? Can I interject here, please?
Say it again.
Yeah. So in Oakland, not so much in San Francisco where I live, but in Oakland, where when I first moved to California, where I lived for 7 years, I still go back and deal with people there in business. The Yemenis people, they said to me, how is it possible for black people to not own these cities when they look at the amount of money that we spend? And I was talking to this Yemeni brother that came here with his family with nothing, and now they have 5 stores in Oakland. And I'm looking, and he's saying to me, Neil, what the fuck?
Uh-huh.
And I'm trying to explain to him, we're caught up into materialism, we're caught up into all this stuff, but we're not building anything. We're not putting no roots down.
Exactly.
And this is why, okay, the karma of the creator and natural laws doesn't have anything to do with the religion and what we're pouring all our energy into. All of this is going to be a result of what seeds we planted and what seeds we didn't plant and which ones have germinated. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why they're not germinating is because we are not banding together to build something that can be rooted in the ground.
See that?
You can talk all this metaphysical stuff you want to, but we live in a physical reality, okay? Yeah. And if you and the people that control this physical reality are building every day. I see it here in California. Okay. Yes. So you can play this little game where you're on the internet feeling like your ego is stroked and you're all of this. But I'm telling you right now, I'm telling my black folks right now and brown folks who are seed of the melanated black seed, that you have got to make a decision. They're going to wipe you out through AI. The three. Now, I saw earlier today when I got home, of the largest technological banks in California have failed. Okay, so you're playing these games, these material games, but you need to be sending money to the LanceScurv network every day right now. I don't care how is it that someone that has been contributing content to you for 23 goddamn years and don't have $1 million to promote what they are doing. How is it someone whose wife has built a health sanctuary for our people don't have $1 million goddamn dollars to build it in the motherland? Something is wrong with you. And stop blaming everybody else for this failure. Okay? You have just, because I've looked at the statistical financial numbers. You have spent 1.7 and a quarter trillion dollars last year. So don't tell me that there's no reason why the LanceScurv Black Media Network can't have $5 million right now. Why the Academy of Netter, one for our people, can't have $2 million right now to provide. I don't want to hear that no more. I don't want to hear that black talk no more. All right, brother. I'm sorry. But but the entity that came to me last night, this over with, man. All this bullshit, twerking on the internet, doing all this stuff. Nah, that ain't nothing. These people trying to destroy us, our children, and everything that we stand for. And I am opposed to you. If you want to be something other than the creators that created you, then I am opposed to you. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Truth. But I'm telling you, man, there's so many people here building that don't look like us. There's a young lady, as you well know, we live in an apartment now until the next few months when everything is completed. And
that's fine, brother.
Yeah. I'm transparent. Right? And we saw her today.
But it's what you do. It's what you do moving to that matters.
Right.
That
already.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
yeah,
she's doing the same thing. She is a Ghanaian. She has a high position in one of the banks here. And she was telling us a lot of the same things because we have a lot of the same attitudes here. And a lot of folks, they don't believe in themselves many times, or they come with an excuse, or they don't
all
really
the time
to say, hey, I'm going to move forward and do this. It's not easy. But then easy.
No, it's not easy.
Not easy because you don't feel easy. You don't feel good when you're not striving towards something. You see what I mean?
Well, and not only that, Brother Lance, but when you have the art of war, when you have your avowed enemies that have I'm sorry. I respect you, Brother Lance, so I have to watch my words.
No, it's okay.
When I get angry, you know, I'm normally a person that, you know, but the thing that angers me is our people don't want to understand and comprehend we're at war. So you can act like you can love everybody you want to. You can do that. But comprehend this right here. That and this is why I love California, bro, as far as growth. The people from other cultures that come here, they don't give a damn about what you or nobody else think. They doing for self.
Right.
What is wrong with black folks who built this country, been here all this time, and now you got a problem with sending $20,000 to the LanceScurv Black Network show, or $10,000 to the Academy of Netter LLC one to help our people. Something wrong with you. You can't blame nobody else. I applaud I applaud the Latinos. I applaud the Chinese. I applaud all of them. I do. Because the time has come when our people with this degraded religion that they don't understand where it came from, don't know what its purpose is, and they are worshiping, this blonde-haired, blue-eyed, what's his name, whoever created him, Leonardo da Vinci, and his cousin or his homosexual lover the thing that we don't comprehend, okay, that when you go beyond 6,180 years, everything in the universe and on the planet is black. Okay? And I don't know what the fuck is wrong with our people. Excuse me, Brother Lance. I'm just so frustrated.
Man,
why we are still asking our people for money when, goddamn it, they spending all of this money with these white folks and all these other folks that are destroying us and our children, brother. And I better be quiet right now because I'm feeling something I ain't really thought I'd be feeling.
Put you on that, though. Put you on that.
It's good, though.
You know, I have to say that we receive a lot of love in our efforts, but it's not even where we received a little bit of what we usually say hate and all the things that it encompasses. Man, it's been equal portions of hate.
The LanceScurv network should be a $20 million black network. The only reason it's not because you have these petty 2-year-old thinking. I'm sorry, bro. The entity that visited me today, I'm gonna speak the truth. The only reason it's not because you have these childish 2-year-old people that don't comprehend and understand that when a man like LanceScurv and his wife sacrificed their life for our people, it's all out war. And we need your help, like all other fucking, excuse my French, all other fucking cultures to grow. And you're spending all this money when we're trying to build and help our people and our children. And I'm done, bro. I'm done with that.
Understood, brother. Understood.
Yeah, I'm done. And I'm gonna keep my composure, man. It's just that what I saw today, this forum I went to today, it frustrates me about black people, man, because the thing that we don't comprehend is that these people are planning and plotting, they building.
Yeah.
And they put money. At the forum I was out tonight, all three of the cultures, they raised over $150,000. Black folks raised like $8,000.
Wow.
The academy didn't get none. I didn't want none. And I told Felicia, I was like, I don't want none. Y'all need it more than I do. But this is crazy. And our people are spending $1.7 trillion on garbage and materialism. And these folks trying to take us down and our children, and we blaming them. No, it's us, bro.
Let me tell you something.
Us.
Just like you see, we do our little walk and talks. And like I said, we were starting to do one today, but it was later in the day, and we ran into our former neighbor. So that's what made it stop, because we were speaking some personal things. I would have a daggone cam on me in my work area to show that this guy's still working, making phone calls. If on the other levels we could build something out here. And I know a lot of shysters have done things to people, because people have called me with names of people who have come out here to rip people off and have ripped people off. In that respect, I do understand intention, and not a penny of it would, if it was like that, okay, because we're doing our thing, right? But if it was something else on a dream level, say, hey, I want to build 10 units. I'm going to make you see what's going on every single day by the camera. I'm going to make you see. I'm going to make you see by the money spent what it is. I'm here already. I will talk to you.
But Lance, you know what? Black folks don't even require that type of validation when they're dealing with other entities. They don't require that type of validation.
But see,
and just the fact that you're able to provide that, it's crazy.
People coming and saying, well, you think you can trust what you think? I would not play with nobody's money. If I did, blow me up. Blow me up on the internet is not hard to do. You see what I mean? So
right.
Videos about you, everything like, and I don't want that. What I'm saying is that I'm cool doing what I'm doing now, but we think to ourselves, we say, man, we could do so much more. And it's not a thing where we're going to take something from somebody or say it's
we can do so much more.
So nice to start something that's real, even if it's small, even if it was something small, to say, hey, let's pull this money together and build some units. I'll even get out there and lift some cinder blocks and do what I could do. And I will show you every single day. And we start out with that and get some families out here who maybe can't.
Do you know that it only takes $250,000 to start a bank? See, here's the real issue that we have. The people that we are depending on for financial stability moving into the future with our children, they have a whole different agenda, which we don't comprehend. And like I said, Brother Lance, you know, I don't just do research. I sit down with people in different areas like economics, social studies, psychology, whatever. I sit down with people and I talk with them. And the thing that's disturbing about our people is we live in a capitalistic society. We don't live in a socialism society. You feel me?
Right.
We live in a capitalistic society. If you don't contribute money to the whatever you fucking believe in, it's gonna be exterminated. And the dominant culture of whatever they believe in is gonna squash you. What is it about our people that don't comprehend? LanceScurv Black Media Network out of Accra, Ghana is a bona fide Black business. The Academy of Netter One, Neil Frazier, is a bona fide Black academy. What is it you don't comprehend? We need money sent to our Cash App right now. Why is it that you don't comprehend that we are in a goddamn war against people that are trying to destroy our children? What is your issue? Because now that these people that I'm dealing with have taken their gloves off, I'm taking my gloves off with Black folks. You don't comprehend what these people think and how they look at you. What is your problem? Why does LanceScurv not have $1 million in the bank right now with him and his bank are building, his wife are building? Why does the Academy of Netter One LLC, that's a bona fide business and academy and school for Black children in California, don't have $20,000 in the bank right now? What is your problem? It's not white people. It's not Chinese people. It's not Latino people. It's you. The fuck I wanted to say. This shit is ridiculous, man. The more I meet with these people that deal with real money, they're saying, looking at you like, what is wrong with your community?
That's embarrassing.
Y'all got enough money. Bruh, they're looking at why you need a grant for if your school, what you're trying to do, because they don't want us to teach. Once I show them our curriculum, they be like, no, we ain't trying to show that. So what is wrong with why? And I have a Dun and Bradstreet number. I'm a bona fide LLC for Black folks, a Black business academy for Black children. What is the problem? The problem is they don't agree with our curriculum. Okay, that's fine. But if you have enough people, like bruh, let me tell you something. Right now, I have a major manufacturing company. We still live, Brother Lance?
Yeah.
Oh, that they didn't even charge the $6,000, what is it, $6,500. They was like, we believe in what you do. We'll do it for $2,000. For my Natureversity series, this is a major manufacturing company. Then on top of that, the book I wrote for Black and brown children, I have a company right now that they want to promote it. These are not black people. And I'm thinking to myself, why am I struck? Why the hell? I spent 3 years producing all this work. And what is it that these people who are not even black want to produce it? But they need money first. They need money first. And I'm telling you today, with $5,000, I could build an empire for black children that's worth $5 million. But what happens is, and this even, and see, my solar partner, one of my solar partners, I had a long conversation with him. He was like, Neil, you know what? When you made that decision 3 years ago to go live and to stand up for your people and all, and I had honesty, I don't hate white people, bruh. I don't. I love black people, and we have a right to stand up for what we believe in. They have said what they. He said to me, he's like, Neil, he was like, do you really want to do this? He was like a smart guy like you. Bro, Lance, I could be a millionaire right now if I wanted to. That's straight talk. That's real talk. If I got strictly in the sales, like fuck my people and then think about it, I can't do that. And he said, Neil, do you really want to do this? He said, do you know what lies ahead for you? I said, yeah, I know that. I know that. I was born for this. When I look at the history of my people, my father, and I was born, I'll die for this. And he had tears in his eyes. He said, well, then go for it. This was like 6 years ago. I met this brother I talked to. Because he was offering me something that I could have walked away with about $300,000 and said, fuck black people. Or one in it. And you know, I was like, I sometimes when I look at my life today, I say to myself, what is it? What is it that really that you want out of life? And I looked at, because I do this a lot. I spend a lot of time in private, like you, brother. I spread out. And I looked at all the people that I've met over the years and the work that they do, because I'm constantly studying and researching stuff.
Right.
And I said, I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do. And if that means that I will have to live in a tent the rest of my life, that's what I want to do. And I had to come to grips with that. And I was like, wow, that's kind of deep. What does that mean? It means that I, as a metamorphosis, as a being that has seen the nature of the creator and the creature, the true nature, the divine male and female, masculine and feminine principle, that I had to make a decision whether or not I was gonna live for pleasure of myself or human, as you taught me, HUE. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I said to myself, and then I talked to a friend of mine. He was like, hey, Neil, he was like, what? And this is a trip how this happens when the creator energy comes at you and your purpose is being fulfilled. You're always going to get that opposite reaction, right? And he was like, Neil, I got a house hooked up for you, man. And why don't you, I ain't gonna reveal the city. He said, why don't you come here, man, you can chill and then you can help, we can do this, blah, 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 blah. I thought about that. You know what? No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because all of the great sages I've studied in antiquity never had material things. So now I don't know how people view that. You know, I like nice things, Lance. You know, I like nice things, but there's something that is the law of polarity, right?
Yes.
There's something about materialism, artificial intelligence, and natural law. And this is why I love Bob Marley so much. And when I was in high school, I used to play his music a lot before I played, you know, a game. And the thing about Bob Marley that really changed my life was that he was a brother that taught us we have to stand up for our culture, for who we are, what we believe in, who we are. We are the original people of the planet. This is the blueprint and the game plan that was given to us that has been hijacked and taken away. Bob Marley taught us that, okay? Yeah. And I remember when I was working and living in Brooklyn, I ran into some Jamaicans, right, in Bushwick. And I remember going out to a park and they were playing, because what's his name? Dougie Fresh was out there at first. But the Jamaicans was playing King Yellow Man. And King Yellow Man was there. I don't know if you heard of him. But I fell in love with Jamaican music at that time. And then I started studying Jamaican history, that they are the only Black culture other than the Seminoles here in this country, in Turtle Island, that fought the colonizers and won the war against their people. You feel me what I'm saying? And and then one of my business partners was from Jamaica that I met here in California. And I came here and I got involved in the solar business. So I think but I know the issue with our people is we always disconnect, because these calcified 90-degree thinking people, they separate you based on that, because you are a 720-degree and 360-degree celestial and terrestrial being. I remember, Brother Lance, I think I told you about this, and I'm not going to mention the governmental agency, because they're getting real sensitive now, the more stuff is being exposed. But this scientist, he said, well, they're not holding, but they knew of 10-foot, 9-foot aliens, that the spaceship, when they entered into this zone, when they went to the moon, supposedly, but they were inner Earth orbit, that these beings confronted them. That he said, and this was a scientist from one of our primary, I don't want to say the name because I don't want to deal with your network having to deal with this. They were, he said, we saw 9-foot, 10-foot Black aliens. And so the lady that was interviewing says, you mean they were tall, Black? And he was like, they were jet black. Okay. They were jet black. And we couldn't communicate with them. So, you know, they kind of like out of fear, they shut off. You feel me? And so one of the things I'm tired of, and what we're not going to stand for anymore, is these lies. When you say that you believe in something that's less than 2,000 years old, then that means you're negating all of the history we have for 40,000 years old. And I'll give you an example. We still have time, Brother Lance? We still have time, Brother Lance? So I want to give you an example.
We good.
Okay. So they say that when they talk about religion that they have plagiarized and stolen, we all know this. Brother Hiawatha Kamene, who is previously known as Brother Coleman, have already documented this throughout his career in the work that they plagiarized, and Brother James, Professor James Small. We know that you have plagiarized. And you know something that, brother, when I first went to Kemet and I saw the temple of Abydos, I was blown away. And when you I have a little bit of time to talk to your listeners.
Yeah. I'm up.
Okay.
Bird man. It's 4:24 over here, but I'm up. I'm up.
Okay. I just want to say real quickly, so that we'll go into this tomorrow when we talk, that one of the things that they have lied about is who you are. See this black shirt? This is considered brown. In antiquity, our ancestors, or the land of the black, was a blue black. Okay? So you have to comprehend that the reason why blackness is taught to you in reverse is because blackness is the original seed of the planet. Okay? This right here is the original. There is nothing before it, and there's nothing that will come behind it. So in closing, what I wanted to say is, you know, that you have been bamboozled, you have been deceived, you have been told a story, okay, that has hooked you into a belief that is non-existent. Tomorrow, when me and Brother Lance do the show, you're going to find out where all your Jesus money is going, who it's going to, what they're doing with the money, and how it's going to be spent. So peace and love. Thank you, and peace out.
Ran away from the stream to let him talk, but he misunderstood. But we're gonna be back tomorrow. Well, for me right now, it is already tomorrow, and for most people it is. And we're gonna go in depth, and we're gonna put at least good 2 or 3 hours in on it. We were chopping it up, and we said, okay, let's go live a little bit. He wanted to talk. He was very upset, speaking to the other people who asked him that question about why they don't get those. And like I said, I really do understand how damaged our psyches are and how off we are. And that's not a put down. It's just, that's what it is. We've been ripped off by so many people. A lot of us don't have any, I can't say faith. I hate to use that word, but they don't have any, what word am I looking for? But I understand. And so you can only go by showing and proving, because I remember when we first moved out and folks realized that we first moved out, it was someone who used to come on the show, female, she's running around here saying we borrowed money from her to come out there and do our thing. But in actuality, to be transparent, we used the equity from our home that we sold. And we sold off little things and gave away a whole lot of things and came out. And I'm retired. You know, I don't get $1 million, but I can live without working, but it would have to be in a very frugal manner. You know what I mean? I got 2 years if Social Security is going to be around, 2 years before I can get it. 2 years in a couple weeks. So I'm going to take your time, have patience kind of guy, but it can be done. So if all I can do is inspire somebody, or me and Mrs. Scurv, we're going to get it, because she works extremely hard. Yeah, I hate that word, Amir. I hate that faith thing going on. It's too churchified, and it's, I mean, when I see something that I want to achieve, I have the work ethic. She has the work ethic. And when you work together with someone, it's synergistic. It's more than the total of the two people. It could be like 25 people together when you're working smooth. You see what I mean? So usually I would already be in the bed, but when he contacted me a couple hours early, I said, let me set this up. Let me set this up so it goes out so everybody knows we're going to have it. So even if you miss a notification, you'll get it. And this is one reason. This is what I will ask, to go to the website, LanceScurv.com. If you're not already on my mailing list, you won't miss anything again, because and let me put this link out for the actual show, and then you'll still have the email list. Now, every single show I don't always put out on the email list. If I do something spontaneous, a little crazy, a little comedic or something like that, I'm not going to put it out. But the shows that I want you to really, really get to, well, you need to be on that email list. And all you have to do is just sign up for it. And I'm going to drop the link for the site, and actually for the show tomorrow, or later on, rather, I'm going to drop it in right now. And to the side, when you go there, everything's set up. We have our own chat room there. Here's a link. You go there, or you can just go to LanceScurv.com when you can. And on the left-hand side, you will see, let me go back to the site now. You'll see right next to where the video is, it says subscribe to our email list. That's where you go. Just put your email and the name that you want associated with it, and that's it. You don't have to put any more of your business in there. When I have a show like we're going to have later on at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time with Brother Neil Frazier, and I want you to know about it so you don't say, oh, I missed it. Why didn't you tell me? You know what I mean? There's so many subscribers. And YouTube, they don't give out notifications all the time. It's just ridiculous. And even still, like even as we speak, they're going up and down my whole list of videos, which is maybe about 5,400 something now. And they're looking for every little thing to smash it, like copyright. I might have been walking down the street and somebody's been playing music in the car for 10 seconds. And, oh, you copyright, we're giving you a strike for that. That doesn't knock your channel. Community guideline strikes knock your channel, but it's not good. It's like every little thing they can do. So you have to be independent. You have to think this thing through. And again, if ever you don't see me on YouTube, right, for a week or two, that means they banned me. You have to come to LanceScurv.com. I'll have all the new stuff up over there, and or LanceScurvLive. But LanceScurv.com is where everything's going to be going on. They can't touch that. They've been trying to smash me, knock it down all the time, and it's not going to happen. They can't touch it. But just remember that, you see. So other than that, I'm going to wrap this down, and I'm going to hit the sack, because he hit me up. He's on the West Coast, right? He's on the West Coast of the United States, and I'm in Accra, Ghana. So we have 8 hours, a difference between us, which is no problem. If I happen to be up, I was tooling around and doing some things. But we came up with the idea for the show tomorrow, and we're going to do it. And I'm going to hit the sack. I got to get up kind of early and get some things done, but we will have that show. And I'm looking to do maybe another walk and talk if Mrs. Scurv doesn't go up to the property and do her garden work. If she rests tomorrow, we'll take a nice long walk and just some regular stuff and talk and just different types of content. I haven't done a rooftop in a while and some other things. I'm going to get into that, but we've been dealing with the property pretty much and all the things that go along with it. So there's a lot of things that we do that many people don't even know about. They say, man, you're not doing as many videos as you have been, maybe 1 or 2 or whatever, but we'll get more done. And I'll make it a thing where it's organic and you're right there with us and hanging out with us and you see what we do. We'll bring you into a world. We're not frauds, we're real people. We don't just try to pretend to be this and pretend to be that. Whoever we are and whatever we are, we share it, you see? So that's really what it's all about. But just know that I love you all. And like I said, we're going to continue to do what we do, and we're not going to stop. And it's just the way of life, and this is what we do. So anyway, much love to you all. I'll talk to you later on. I'll have some more content up. I might do a live after I wake up. I don't know. If I have something good to talk about, we'll definitely share it. But Let me out of here, and I will talk to you, and you all have a wonderful night. Peace.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. You got me feeling some type of way. You make me wanna stay in all day. You're the reason I can't get out my head. I just can't stop thinking about you. 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 I just can't stop thinking about you.
John Hawkins showed up in our country, telling us of a land filled with luxury. He said, black man, follow me to America. There you'll find more gold for your labor. Our parents were tricked onto his boat. Since that time we've been wrestling with the goat. We landed here in Jamestown, Virginia, 400 years to suffer. So my friend, it's easy to tell, white man heaven is black man hell. When the slave master wanted to have some sport, he would heap on our parents' cruelties of the worst sort, burn them at stake, hang them on trees. His ears were deaf to our parents' pleas. Though you were pregnant, black woman, you pull the plow like a horse, like a dog, even a cow. He filled your womb with his wicked seed. His half-white children you were made to breed. Oh, my friend, it's easy to tell, white man heaven is a black man hell. So-called Negro, open up your eyes. Black man everywhere is on the rise. He has kicked the white man out of Asia, and he's going fast out of Africa. With every ounce of strength and breath, his cry is give us liberty or give us death. The whole black world has their eyes on you to see what the so-called Negro is going to do. So my friend, it's easy to tell, our unity will give the white man hell. God made a promise to Abraham, his seed would be a stranger in a foreign land. They would suffer and be afflicted 400 years, but he would come, wipe away their tears. Our God and Savior, Allah has come. He has declared the white man's day is done. He has given us a divine messenger, one prophesied to come. His name is Elijah. We now can stand up the whole world to tell. Our God has come to give us heaven and take the devil into hell. Why are we called Negroes? Why are we deaf, dumb, and blind? Why is everybody making progress, yet we seem to be lagging so far behind? Why are we mistreated? Why are we in this condition, stripped of our names, our language, our culture, our God, and our religion? Here in America, all of our religious training has been gotten by the preacher. He has told us of a heaven way up in the sky that we can't enjoy now, but rather after we die. But all of the years that we're living, for us there's nothing but hell, pain, torture, and misgiving. Yet the Bible speaks of a heaven filled with material luxury, which the white man and the preacher has right here, so we see. So my friend, take it for what it's worth. Your heaven and your hell is right here on this earth. So let's check back into history, which rewards all research and tells us plainly. Before the white man gained entry to the East, he was living in the caves of Europe, a ravenous beast, eating juniper roots and eating flesh raw, till God sent Moses to civilize him and teach him the law. Then, following Marco Polo, an explorer, he gained entry into Asia and Africa. From China he took silk and gunpowder. From India he took jute, manganese and rubber. He raped Africa of her diamonds and her gold. From the Mideast he took barrels of oil untold. Raping, robbing and murdering everything in his path. The whole black world has tasted of the white man's wrath. So my friend, it's not hard to tell. A white man's heaven is a black man's hell. Before we came to America, we were living in the East. By the Nile River, we were living in luxury, enjoying freedom, justice, and equality. We wore silken robes and slippers of gold. We were the wealthiest and the wisest people, I'm told. Now we are the poorest of the poor. Nobody wants us at their door. So my friend, it's easy to tell. White man heaven is black man hell. When the white man came to America, he told the Indian, I am your white brother. He said, red man, I'll treat you the best. Yet and still he pushed the Indian further west with his white woman and fire water. With tricks and lies he stole America. The original owner of this nation is cooped up on a reservation. So my friend, it's easy to tell. White man heaven is black man hell. He needed someone to work the land. His back was too weak. He needed you, black man, so he commissioned Sir John Hawkins to commit the world's most grievous sin, to take a man who's born to be free and bring him down to slavery, to sell a man as merchandise. On his body put a price. Oh, my friend, it's easy to tell. White man heaven is black man hell.